Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs, and today we are going to make a round doily. And this, I'm going to use this ice cream from Lion Brand, and the color is blueberry. And to make, I'm going to make a round doily for my big table upstairs. So we're going to do that. I'm using my number 5mm hook, H8. And this is going to be a V-stitch. This is going to be from, yeah, this is the V-stitch doily that we're making. And I'm basing it on that pattern. But because it's a round doily, you know, we had to do it a little bit different. So we're going to, I'm using a magic circle. You are more than welcome to chain 4 and make a ring, and then chain 3. But I'm using a magic circle, and I'm chaining 3 and putting a double crochet in there beside of it. And then I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to make a V-stitch. Now that is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. That's what a V-stitch is. Okay, now we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to put 2 double crochet in the ring together, and then chain 1 and make a V-stitch. Chain 1 and put 2 double crochet in the ring together. Chain 1 and make a V-stitch. So, and I realize that there's a lot of chain 1s in this, but so that's 1, 2, 2, 3, and now we're going to chain 1 and put 2 double crochets in, and then chain 1 and make our last V-stitches. So there are 4 V-stitches, chain 1, and then we're going to connect at the top of our chain 3. And then I'm going to pull that yarn so that tightens up. So we have 4 V-stitches and 4 2 double crochets together. Like, they're not together, but you know, they're 2 double crochets in between the V-stitches. So we're going to round 2. We're going to chain 3. This is the round we're going to be repeating. Okay? And chain 3 for your first double crochet, and then double crochet in the next double crochet. Now we're going to chain 1. This is a chain 1 that we're going to skip. We're going to skip this double crochet. We're going to put 2 V-stitches inside this V-stitch. So the V-stitch is right here. So in the chain 1 of that V-stitch, we're going to put a V-stitch in there. Alright, now there's the first V-stitch. We are not going to chain 1 in between these V-stitches, okay? So we're just going to start the next V-stitch, and then, so there are 2 V-stitches inside the V-stitch. Now, after and before each V-stitch group is made, and it's just 2 of them, you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to find your 2 double crochets, and you're going to double crochet in those. Put 1 in each, and then you're going to chain 1, and then you'll see a chain 1 space, you'll skip that, and then the double crochet, you want to go into that V-stitch right here. This was the V-stitch, so it's double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then you're not going to chain 1 in between the V-stitches. So a V-stitch, double V-stitch group is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, then double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay? And you're going to be repeating this row over and over again, and then it's going to expand on its own that way. Alright, so I'm putting my 2 double crochets above my 2 double crochets there. There's a chain 1 that I'm going to, I got to chain 1 first here. I'm going to ignore and go into the next chain 1, which is in the V-stitch chain 1. So, I hope I'm not confusing you guys. So I'm putting my double V-stitch in this V-stitch. Alright, we're going to chain 1 after my double V-stitch is done. And then we're going to find our 2 doubles and put a double crochet in each one of those. Alright, then we're going to chain 1. And then our last V-stitch is right here, and we're going to put a double V-stitch in there. And then at the end you're going to just chain 1 and join at the top of the chain 3 here where we started. And this is what it looks like so far. It's pretty cool. Alright. Now this row here, row 2, you're just going to keep repeating that row until this doily gets as big as you want it. So let's just do another row just to give you an idea. We're going to chain 3, and then there's the double crochet right beside of it, and we're going to double crochet in that one, and that's our 2 double crochets together. Now we're going to chain 1. Alright, so there's a V-stitch and there's a V. There's 2 V-stitches here, right? So we're going to put 2 in each one of those. 2 V-stitches in each one of those. Alright, and of course as this multiplies, you're going to have, like the next time you're going to have 4 V-stitches in that. So we're just putting a double V-stitch in each one of these. And you're not going to chain 1 in between these V-stitch sets. Okay, so you're just going to go to the next V-stitch and you're going to do your V-stitch, your double V-stitch again in each one of these. So when you come back around, you'll be doing double V-stitches in 4 different V's. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, once the set is done before your 2 double crochet, you are going to chain 1 before you go to that double crochet. And then you'll chain 1 after the double crochets, the 2 double crochets. And then you're going to go back to your V-stitch, find your V-stitch here, and you're going to put a double V-stitch in it. And then we're not going to chain one before we do the other V-stitch, because there's two of them there. Oops. Don't forget to chain one in between your doubles to make your V-stitch. So I have this group of V-stitches done because I only had two to do, right? And chain one, and then we have our two double crochets that we need to do. And then we're going to chain one. And now we've got our V-stitch, our two V-stitches to take care of. And then we have another V-stitch, and we're not going to chain one in between these V-stitch sets. Whoops. I hope if I make that a V. There we go. Now we're going to chain one after the set before we make our double crochets. So we're at the two doubles now, and we're just going to make two double crochets there, and then we're going to chain one, and this is our last V-stitch set to do, and we're going to do those. We're putting double V-stitches in each one of these. And then we're going to chain one, and you're going to connect at the top of the chain three. Okay, so your next round now, you'll do your chain three and do your other double crochet, and you're going to chain one in between each of the V-stitch sets. So it's almost like corners. In the corners, there's these V-stitch sets. So you got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you're going to put doubles in each one of those. So the next round, then you'll have more to do. Isn't that cool? And I just think this is going to make a really neat doily, and I kind of like the shape of it. It's almost like a square, but it's a rounded square. I really like that. So that's what you're going to do, is just keep repeating row 2. See, once you get all your V-stitches in there, it looks pretty cool. Just keep repeating row 2 until you get this doily as big as you want it. And I really don't know if I would even I might put a row of single crochets around it for a border. I don't know. So I'm going to work mine until I get it as big as I want it. And if I decide, we'll see. We might be back to put a border on it. A small little border. So I will see you then. Okay. So, I'm back because I said that we're going to do 2 in each one of these, and that is going to make it too much. So this is what we're going to do. This is the 4th row. We did 3 rows together. We're going to do the 4th row together too. Alright, so I think I figured this out. So we do our chain 3 and our double crochet and our chain 1. And in this one here, we're just going to do 1 V-stitch. Okay? and we're not going to be chaining one in between these. We're going to do 2 V-stitches and this one and then this one. And this last one we're just going to do 1. So let's do 2 V-stitches here. So it almost looks like that we're doing V-stitches on the corners. If you want to call it that. They're flat corners, but and this is where we have to increase somewhere, but increasing every one is going to make it too frilly and it won't lay flat. So we're going to chain 1 before we do our 2 double crochets here. And then chain 1, and then now the next set of our V-stitches, the first V-stitch we're just going to make 1 V-stitch in that one. The second V-stitch we're going to put 2 in there. The third V-stitch, you're going to put 2 in there. And then in the fourth V-stitch, we're just going to put 1 in there. Alright, and there's our 4 sets. And now we've got 6 V-stitches for the next round. Okay. So we're going to chain 1. And then we'll put our 2 double crochets in here. And then chain 1. And then we're going to work on our next set of V-stitches. So just like we did the last 2 sets, there's 1 in the first one, 2 in the second one, 2 in the third one, and 1 in the fourth one. And we're going to, I'm going to finish mine off camera, and I will meet you at the end of this round. Okay, so we're going to chain 3 and then put our double crochet next to it. Chain 1. Now we have a set of 6 V-stitches this time. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in between. I love the way these corners are like flattening out. It's really neat. So what we're going to do is we're always going to increase in the 2 in these corners. You see this flat part right here? There's a V-stitch here and a V-stitch here. Those are the only 2 you're going to increase. Okay? But you're only going to put 1 in the rest. So you'll put 1 in the first, 1 in the first one, 1 in the second one. And in the third one, you're going to put 2. In the fourth one, you're going to put 2. And then 1 in the fifth one, and 1 in the sixth one. So as you look at this, this is easy. You can see this flat corner right here, and there's 1 on each side right there, and that's where you're going to increase every time. You'll put 2 in those, and you'll go all the way around. This should keep it flat. It should stay flat that way for you now. Because I kept going and it was like too frilly. So we're just going to do this for a few rows, and I will be back if it doesn't work. So I'll either be back if it doesn't work, or I'll be back to do a border for you with you. All right, thank you. Bye. Okay, so we're back, and we have this much done. And maybe I'll give you some measurements here. I didn't think of that. So this is, so if you can see it here, let me get tape measure here. Now it looks like this is about 22 inches all the way around, because it's a perfect square. So it's a 22-inch square, and we're just going to put a border on this. And so I'm right here, and we're going to chain 1, and in the first stitch right here, we're gonna put a single crochet in there. And then in the second stitch. And then in the chain 1 spaces, we need to put single crochet. And all the stitches in chain 1 spaces, you would be putting 1 single crochet. Don't forget the chain 1 spaces. Alright, even though it looks like a square here, there are no corners. But what we're going to do is just keep going with our single crochets and chain 1 spaces. Putting putting single crochets in the doubles and chain 1 spaces. Sorry. And we're just going to, because I want this nice flat corner. I'll get through here so you can see what I mean. Now see how that looks. It kind of goes around, but it's also a little bit flat right up in here, and it just goes perfectly around. And you're going to do this all the way around it, so it's just really easy, putting a single crochet and all the double crochets and the chain 1 spaces. And I will meet you once we get around this. Okay, so we're all the way around there, and I slip stitched into the first one that we started with. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to put in another row of these. So we're just going to continue going around one more time and putting in the single crochets inside the other single crochets. And then we're going to slip stitch here, and then sew in the ends. So that, yeah, let's go one more time, and that should do it. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun making this V-stitch doily and with me. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.